The utility of Astro Calendars. When having an Astro Calendar, one can read the trends to come, similar to how we consult the weather ahead. In the month of August 2024, we see 30 aspectariums that show the planets in signs, conjunctions, and oppositions, except for the Moon, being the fastest of all, having the most entries in signs, but for this tutorial, the Moon is omitted. In these calendars, the times are given in GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, while the events are given in degrees and minutes of the signs. The planets into signs on the 16th, the Sun changes into Leo. The 22nd, Mercury retrograde goes into Cancer. 24th, Venus into Virgo, and 26th, Mars into Gemini. In the circular chart that shows the horoscope of the USA, we see in 3 orange lines the entry of these 4 planets, because of seeing the end of Cancer, which Mercury affects by entering into Cancer retrograde, and the Sun crosses from Cancer into Leo. So starting at roughly the 7 o'clock position, Mars goes into Gemini on the 26th of August, and this sign is house 7 of the horoscope, meeting natal Mars, MA, Venus, VE, Jupiter, JU, and the Sun. Because the house 7 shows the foreign policies, these are likely to be very active this month. Moving anti-clockwise, on the 16th, the Sun goes into Leo, meeting natal Mercury, ME, and Rahu, RA, in house 8. And on the 24th, Venus goes into Virgo, which is in the house 10, where it is going to meet natal Neptune, NE, and Saturn, SA. Conjunctions. From the clock position of 11 o'clock, reading anti-clockwise starting from Capricorn, we see the conjunction of Moon, MO, with Pluto, PL, very close to natal Ketu, KE, in house 2. Moon conjoins Saturn in Aquarius, which is in house 3. Moon conjoins Neptune, NE, in Pisces, which is in the house 3 also. Moon conjoins Rahu in Pisces, which is in the house 4. Moon conjoins Uranus in Taurus, which is the house 6. Mars conjoins Jupiter in Taurus, which is also house 6. Moon conjoins Jupiter in Taurus, which is the house 6. Moon conjoins Mars in Gemini, which is the house 7, meeting natal Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and the Sun. The Sun conjoins the Moon, the new Moon, in Cancer, which is house 8. The Sun conjoins Mercury in Leo, which is house 9. Moon conjoins Venus in Leo, which is house 9 also. Then the other 2 in house 9, Mercury, ME, conjoins Venus in Leo, and also Moon conjoins Mercury in Leo. Next, Moon conjoins Ketu in Virgo in house 10. Now it's easier to look at the calendar because following the days they jump around. The Sun makes a conjunction with the Moon, or what is known as the new Moon, on the 4th of August. Moon conjoins Venus on the 5th. Moon conjoins Mercury retrograde on the 6th. Mercury retrograde conjoins Venus and Moon with Neptune on the 8th. The Moon conjoins Ketu on the 9th. On the 14th, Mars conjoins Jupiter, while Moon conjoins Pluto on the 17th. Sun conjoins Mercury retrograde on the 19th. Moon conjoins Saturn retrograde and conjoins Neptune retrograde on the 21st. Moon conjoins Rahu, or opposite Ketu, on the 22nd. Moon conjoins Uranus on the 25th. Moon conjoins Jupiter on the 27th. Finally, Moon conjoins Mars on the 28th. Starting again from the position of 11 o'clock, reading anti-clockwise, starting from Capricorn, we see the opposition of Pluto retrograde, PLR. That's retrograde to the Moon, very close to natal Pluto in house 2. Actually, this opposition will be seen twice, early and later this month. Moon in Aquarius is opposite Mercury retrograde. In Leo, one day, and the Sun in Leo another day, in what is known as the full moon. Saturn retrograde in Aquarius is opposite Venus in Leo one date, and the moon in Leo another date. Moon in Aquarius is opposite Venus in Leo. Neptune retrograde in Pisces is opposite Venus in Virgo one date, and moon in Virgo another date. Uranus in Taurus is opposite the moon in Scorpio. Mars in Taurus is opposite the moon in Scorpio. Jupiter in Taurus is opposite the moon in Scorpio. Moon is opposite Pluto retrograde on the 3rd. Moon is opposite Saturn retrograde on the 7th. Moon is opposite Neptune retrograde on the 8th. Moon is opposite Rahu or conjunction Ketu on the 9th. Moon is opposite Uranus on the 13th. Moon is opposite Jupiter and opposite Mars on the 14th. On the 19th, we have 3 oppositions. Venus with Saturn retrograde, Moon with Mercury retrograde, and the Sun opposite the Moon on what is known as the full moon. Moon is opposite Venus on the 21st. Venus is opposite Neptune retrograde on the 28th. And finally, Moon is opposite Pluto retrograde on the 30th. The entry of a planet into a sign changes the dynamics of the sign and of the planet, as well as the house represented by such sign in a horoscope. A conjunction of 2 planets makes the influence of both planets more intense. An opposition, although strong in influence, balances the energies of the planets involved. A retrograde planet is stronger in its influence, although the conjunctions or oppositions of the moon are slight in influence to its rapid motion. Nevertheless, it's very important according to the character of the planet involved. The moon represents the mind and therefore the feelings. An example, when in conjunction or in opposition with Saturn, it can bring a gloomy or melancholic mood, much more if the points of the horoscope are weak. With Jupiter, the feelings are likely to be of confidence. With Rahu, the mood could be of fears and anxieties. You can print these 2 versions of the calendars to help you follow the aspectarium. One of the calendars is technical for students of astrology, and the other is more easy to follow by the general viewer. Make sure it is a high quality screenshot, so check your YouTube settings and also wait an average of 30 minutes after upload time, because YouTube follow up with a high definition upload in the background. That's when you can go to your settings, simply bottom right on a personal computer or laptop, while tablet settings are click on the screen, then top right cog. Then rather than high quality video, I recommend advanced settings, below it, then can choose 1080p, that's high definition, and if useful, give a subscribe, it helps the channel to become professional one day.